Well, well, well. Look who it is. Who could have guessed? Well, actually, it's been so long that I doubt anyone potentially even seeing this, any of my dwindling subscriber count can even recall who I am if I popped up in the feeds after all this time. And honestly, I'm kind of expecting a pretty strong surge of like, who the hell is that guy? Like, unsubscribe now, please. Don't worry, no hard feelings. It's weird for me too. A lot of videos on the channel were actually hidden by me over the years for, strategic growth and view acceleration strategies. That's to say, they were just absolutely tragic. And I felt pretty embarrassed by them. So actually my last true upload was February 2024, which is a shocking more than 2 years ago now. And Jesus, wow. What a 2 years that has been. I didn't speak about my personal life in the past, probably won't in the future, but let's just say it has been turbulent. For both good and bad reasons. Thankfully, though, I can say that lately I've been feeling pretty good and my life has kinda restored some semblance of normality and routine has kind of, fallen back into the fold. I haven't stopped playing games over the years. I have a lot of thoughts pent up inside me about a lot of different things. I just never felt like I could bring those thoughts to a video again. For a very long time, I just totally lost the interest. On top of that, I recently felt urges to return to some kind of content creation. I actually even went as far as to spend a few nights tossing and turning over a decision whether I should create a new channel, start fresh, or, just reanimate this corpse, Hive style, typical Destiny style. In the end, I decided that I'm going to go with the latter. Just because, it was always about me just having fun playing games, editing videos, giving myself some kind of creative expression. That's what was driving me here on the website. That's why I started making YouTube, just to have fun, make stupid edits for my friends actually in the beginning, and then eventually just for myself. But like I said, I've been thinking about it. These thoughts of doing content creation, they started to come back, but I was just kind of suppressing them because I just felt like I had no idea what even to talk about, how to start, where to start. I just didn't know what to do. And this was first and foremost a Destiny channel. I played Destiny since, 2013? Since I know it's like a meme to say it at this point, but since the Destiny 1 alpha, I was there. I literally was addicted to this thing for like a decade. A few thousand hours across both games. Totally, independently of Bungie's mismanagement of the franchise, in my opinion, I just naturally got kind of bored. Near the end, when I was still making videos, I was making Destiny 1 playthroughs. There was no new weapons in Destiny 2 that were kind of piquing my interest. No new story beat that could top what we'd already got with the run-up to the final shape, excusing the bumps in the road like Lightfall, etc. As I got older, my friends started dropping out of the game too, and there my interest in raiding kind of dipped. The PvP side of things just started fading because they weren't supporting it. And in the end, I just had enough. I just had my fill of Destiny. There was like nothing they could do. It wasn't a lack of content. It wasn't a lack of creativity. I just felt there was literally nothing they could do that was going to excite me to the level it used to. And I just had nothing to say. And I had nothing to say that was already being said by the really, let's say, popular, high-level, dedicated YouTubers with editing teams, consistent raid groups, pipelines that are just in place to produce videos and beat people like me to the punch on every topic, every time. So, in the end, coinciding with a lot of chaotic personal stuff that just meant my head wasn't in the game, It just wasn't the right time for me to make videos anyway. It just felt natural that, I was going to leave all of that behind. And in what has got to be the most ironic of turnarounds, Bungie, that the recent news from Bungie that they were basically killing or at least icing the IP themselves, this was the one thing that started to turn my head. I've noticed that I started tuning back into some Destiny 2 news videos on YouTube, updates that meant nothing to me because I've been so out of the loop for so long. I don't even know what expansion, what update, what chapter, episode. I have no idea what's going on. But I was watching Astacross just crash out about that. Loved it. He's the GOAT. Saw Dado tearing up at the news about the June 9th update being the last. I'm not going to go into details on it here. If you're watching this video for some crazy reason, you know all that already. And then even my Instagram, which is totally free of Destiny basically, just became suddenly riddled with, Dad, were you any good at Destiny? Nostalgia bait reels, all these, throwback moments, these just really nice memories from the game. And I just started thinking about it again, Destiny again. I don't really feel like I was encouraged to jump back in, but I just was getting very nostalgic about the good times, and I truly do sympathize with the people who are broken by what's happened, because if it had happened a couple of years ago in the midst of my addiction, I know it would have been very brutal. It's a huge game. I have a lot of things I could say, but it's not for today. Let's just say that. And I don't really know what the point of the video is, actually. But honestly, truly, today's Sunday, I spent the entire day just kind of loitering around my PC, playing different games, watching different videos, Googling microphones, editing software, how to start your channel again, just basically trying to find any excuse, for me not to make the video. Because I don't have a mic anymore. I don't even have a proper mic. I'm just using my headset. So, my headset mic is too poor. The channel's dead. No one's going to watch it. If you upload to a new channel, this video is going to suck, and that's going to kill the algorithm on that one too. You have nothing interesting to say. You don't play the game. Destiny, I play a lot of other games, but my brain is still so focused on Destiny because that's where everything started, I guess. And all of that is probably true to some extent. I think there's truth in everything that I was freaking out about. I'm not freaking out, but everything that was making me doubt myself. But having said all that, I still think, I know I still have stuff to offer. Some opinions, some terrible meme edits, some awesome multiplayer gameplay. That one's a joke. I actually am literally a boomer gamer now. Every multiplayer I play, I am tragic. Don't know what happened, but cannot do anything I used to do in those videos, and I wasn't even that good, to be honest. What? But I still think I have the interest, the energy inside me, around video games to just try find some fun in it again. I don't know why people subscribed to me in the beginning, because I never did anything exceptional, but maybe there is something here. Maybe I can, find it again and find some people who enjoy watching. So, all of this giant ramble is basically me saying that I am back in a way, ? I intend to download Destiny 2. I'm gonna play it. Haven't played it. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna put the screenshot on Steam. Maybe it'll show. But for sure, after the update, I'm gonna jump in, or on the update, I'm gonna jump in. But maybe even beforehand. Maybe I can check it out on the lead up. I don't think this means I'm coming back to Destiny as a creator. Well, actually, saying that out loud now, it makes no sense. The game is, basically going to live on a farm. But I will come back for one last hurrah, see how it changed, see what they're adding, say goodbye, relive some of the good memories, do some fashion shows. I don't know, just check it out. And honestly, this video, it's basically kind of a band-aid rip for me, just tossing it out there to get that initial fear out of the way. What I'm going to do in the future with the channel, when I'm going to do it, how, I don't know. But for sure it's going to be around gaming, and for sure Bungie will always be close to the heart, Marathon, I really liked Marathon. I'm just going to say that now. So if any of that sounds interesting, something interests you about anything that I've said, anything in the past, anything that you could see us enjoying together in the future, well, please stick around. And if not, that's totally fine. I understand. Maybe you didn't even click it. Maybe you already unsubscribed. Who knows? But for anyone like that, see you Starside.